Invest 95L has really ramped up in organization since the last advisory. I'm gonna pull it back about 90 frames to show you. There we go. So yeah, there it is in the northwestern part. And it really started blowing up over here. Then it stopped, and then it just started blowing up again. Let's show it one more time, actually. So there we go. It starts calming down. Then these parts here start blowing up pretty considerably. So yeah, that's not a good sign, honestly. It's a good sign for development, but it's not a good sign for the people that may be impacted by this. So if you're watching this from the Leeward Islands, Puerto Rico, Virgin Islands, Antilles, be on the lookout for this system. I'll be keeping a close eye on it. As you can see, it's really ramped up right in the last few hours. This is the latest on it. So this is Odette right here. We covered that earlier. This is another invest we'll probably get into if the chances get a little bit higher than that. So there we go. As of 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on today, showers and thunderstorms are gradually becoming better organized in association with an area of low pressure located about 1,100 miles east-southeast of the northern Leeward Islands. Environmental conditions are expected to be conducive for further development during the next couple of days, and a tropical depression is likely to form in the next day or two, while the system moves towards the west-northwest at about 15 miles per hour. This system is expected to be near the northern Leeward Islands on Monday and Tuesday, and interest should monitor the progress of this disturbance. Upper-level winds are likely to become less conducive for development when the system reaches the southwestern Atlantic by the early to middle part of next week. Still an 80% chance for development, but this is the latest that's just come in. The NHC says it's gradually organizing. No, this is actually, honestly, a robust and more rapid organization right here. You can see in the last few frames. We'll pause it once this goes through. All right. So this is the latest frame for on the satellite right here. I'm gonna back it up one. All right. There we go. Let's back it up a few frames. What I'm going to show you is how this thing really organized, really ramped up, per se. So, boom, boom, you can see the minus 70 starting to appear. Boom, boom, you can see them starting to intensify. You can see more convection over here. Boom, 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 boom. There you go, it's starting to really ramp up. You're seeing maybe some minus 80s in there. Boom, boom, boom. That's the latest frame right there. It's really ramped up in organization in the last hour or so. So yeah, I'll be keeping a close eye on it. Let's kick it back to 30 frames. So there we go. There we go. Okay, so we'll first go to the tracks, then we'll go to the intensity. So track models are mostly in agreement for the next 60 hours, moving a little west-northwestward. So there you have it right there. But after that, the models kind of break off, with some of them, like no model now has it making landfall in the Leeward Islands, but depending on how strong and how large the system is, we could see impacts. So keep a close eye on that. And the majority of the models over here have it just starting to make that turn towards the Bermuda right here, while a couple others have it going, like the HMNI has it going further south, making landfall in the Dominican Republic, staying over Hispaniola for a little bit. The AVNI has it going over the parts of the Turks and Caicos and parts of the very southeastern Bahamas and everything. So it's a good chance either way at this point. So I'll be keeping a close eye on that. So it's the latest intensity models. So all of these models, well, most of them agree it's going to be a tropical storm. Some keep it at a tropical depression. That's probably because we're not sure, but all of it depends on the track of it. So yeah, the majority of them keep it at tropical storm. The HWFI has it going up to hurricane strength, up to strong Cat 1 in the next 5 days. It's not outlandish, but it's too early to tell at this point. So I'll be keeping a close eye on both of those things right here. So this is it right here. This is the satellite imagery. This thing really ramped. Actually, I thought I just changed this. Let's save that. So yeah, as you can see, it really ramped up over the last few hours. So if you're in the Leeward Islands, Lesser Antilles, Puerto Rico, maybe even the Dominican Republic, beware. Be cognizant. This storm is not gradually organizing; it's rapidly organizing. And like I said, this kind of thing is natural for these things to do. Sometimes they really tighten up, then they start to slow down a little bit. And now, as you can see right now, they're really tightening up again. We could see a depression in the next 12 hours if this rate of organization keeps up. So, yeah, major takeaways from this. One, this system is rapidly organizing in the Atlantic. I don't care what the NHC is saying, it's gradually organizing. This is rapid organization right here. Rapid convection. And there's some even in the southeastern part of it. The center of circulation is right about here. You'll see it's right about here. So it's really starting to affect the western parts of it, but give it time. It'll organize it'll be in better shape soon. So that's takeaway 2. Takeaway 3. This still has an 80% chance of development at this time. Very high likability it's going to form over the weekend. Very high likability it's going to form in early next week. My guess it's either going to form tomorrow or early Sunday. That's my best guess at this time. But if this organization accelerates, then it may be even sooner than that. So that's the third takeaway. Fourth takeaway, take these models with a grain of salt. It's still too early to know at this time. It's still too early to know where this is even going at this time. So take these models with a grain of salt, as the intensity models for it. 5. If you're in even though the tracks do not, except for the HM and I, have it making landfall anywhere in the Antilles, depending on how strong and how large the storm is, you may get impact, especially in the northern Leeward Islands, especially in the Virgin Islands. So be cognizant of that. So, like the AVNI has it going over near the Turks and Caicos, so be cognizant. It depends on when that turn begins. That's what will depend what the impacts are. So those are the key takeaways. I'll be keeping a close eye on this system right here. This thing is rapidly organizing. If you're anywhere from the Leeward Islands all the way to the Dominican Republic, keep watch on this. I will, so I hope you will as well. So be sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as well as turn on notifications for more updates.